Congrats on your pregnancy. I've seen you live and your shows are always so animated. I was floored to see you giving the same energy in your performances despite your pregnancy. Are you concerned that being an expectant mother will affect the momentum of your career? No, I'm not worried about my career because I am who I am. The only thing that's going to stop me is if the doctor puts me on bed rest. After my son is born, he's due May 7th, 10 days before my birthday, Samuel Douglas Odom, Jr. He's named after my husband. He's going to learn how to work at a young age because he'll be on the road with me. Note, Jaguar's eldest son, Giovanni, is 9 years old. Being on the road can be tough, but I'm sure it will be great training ground for your son. What's the craziest thing that has ever happened to you while you were performing? Oh goodness. One time at a Halloween show I showed up in an all-black netted see-through dress and I fell over a speaker out on the stage laugh. My husband damn near freaked out when Bilal and me simulated sex on stage at a show. Well, consider yourself blessed to have such supportive men in your life. Your album talks about being in abusive relationships. Do you speak from personal experience? Yes, I've been in abusive relationships. I've had it all happen to me. I'll never forget when one of my boyfriends whooped my behind and literally threw me in the closet. For 2 days, it was just me and the hangers. I also had an ex-lover completely destroy my self-esteem. I've had men cheat on me and I actually tried to rationalize their cheating. Laugh. If you were to discover your man was cheating on you, how would you handle it? I would ask him, why? First, because that's the question nobody asks. Everybody is so worried about who, what and how you did it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't be hurt, but I would have to know how he felt about me, if there was anything that I did to make him cheat and if we could work through it. Now, if he continued to lie to me after that, then he's got to go, but if he came back with some really honest answers, then that's something to build on. I can't be upset with someone for making mistakes because Lord knows I made enough of them and I don't have the right to judge anybody. The question is, why do they make those mistakes? What part did you play in that mistake? Is there a way for y'all to get past it so you won't have to go through it again? Relationships and love take work. At this point in my life, I'm just trying to learn how to be more understanding. Understanding is so important because once you have it, you can be at peace. Besides cheating, what is the worst thing a man can do to you? The worst thing that a man can do to me is lie. I appreciate honesty because I was such a liar in my relationships when I was younger. I'm not going to say that I went around making up stories, but sometimes I did it depending on who I was trying to get something from, or hurt. I broke myself out of that because lying is such a nasty habit. People who don't tell the truth are people who are not comfortable with themselves and the things they do, and I promised myself I wouldn't be that way. At 24, you've weathered some storms and persevered. What was your therapy? I've had therapy, but what brought me through was when I looked at myself and said, you are so much better than this. What is wrong with you? I literally beat myself up in the mirror one day, and when looked at myself I hated what I saw. For 5 years I was too chicken, and didn't want to admit it until I looked at myself and said, stop being a punk. I freaked out so bad that I went on a drinking binge for a week and a half. I went through my own self-intervention, and when I came out of my drunken stupor I said, you are one of the most incredible people you will ever meet. Now show the rest of the world, and the world wants to know, who is Jaguar Wright? I'm not what most people think. People see you once and they get an idea of who they think you are, and I surprise a lot of people. What they don't realize is that I'm a humanist. I love people, life and living. I truly enjoy learning from people and only hope that my life will be a decent representation on what striving for something good is. It's weird for me because here I am, a street girl from the projects and straight ghetto from the heart, Kool-Aid, mayonnaise sandwiches and all laugh at the same time. I know what it means to be rich in life, spiritually, emotionally and financially. I also know what it's like to be spiritually bankrupt. It's all a simple twist of fate, and it's a continuous repeating cycle. We all have to learn to make good decisions. I'm also smart enough to know that life is funny, and there are so many lessons that we learn, and so many things that we miss when we don't pay attention. I'm just trying to find my way through. I'm trying to be a good mother to my kid, a good wife to my husband, a good daughter to my parents, and a good artist. I'm just trying to move forward, and do whatever business God has planned for me. I'm in a hard business where women get the short end of the stick all the time, and so far I've been treated fairly decent. I'm just thankful to be here rockin' and rollin'. Carew F. Daniels is a New York-based author, entertainment columnist and media specialist. He has contributed to Essence, Vibe and The Source. Thank you very